Blog Talk Radio.
The motherfucking saga continues.
Yo, what's up, world? It's badass thuggin' like I usually do. And you better turn it up, bust some speakers out, cause we off the motherfucking cuff. You dig how we do it? Dog Pound Gangsters 2000 and beyond. Bless.
What's up with it, John? Man, don't change that down. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And you tuned in live to Off the Cuff Radio. Better not touch that down. Well.
Yeah, this is Cassidy, the hustler. And right now, you listening to the Guillotine. Show them the respect they deserve, man. Off the Cut Radio, man. Y'all already know how they doing it, man. I need y'all to stay tuned. They've been doing it for years, so show them the respect they deserve. And you heard it out of bars, mouth. Easy.
Keep it moving like this. Yo, this your boy Rampage. You're not rocking with the best. With Off the Cuff Radio. Classic. History. Fix your face to all you haters. We off the cuff, baby.
What's up, everybody? This your girl, Bonnie Dollars, the Queen of Trap, representing Crenshaw, and you are now tuned in with Off the Cuff Radio. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is Miss Irresistible, giving a shout out to the livest show on Friday nights, Off the Cuff Radio, and I'm live from the 704. Make sure y'all tune in for the blazing hot music.
What it ain't, what it do. Chili Chill from that original Lynch Mob. And Off the Cuff Radio, always where it's at on Friday nights. West, y'all.
And we are now tuned in at a special Monday night edition of Off the Cuff Radio, episode number 488. We putting in that work, man. I'm your host, King Eric, the Media Assassin, and this show is sponsored by Cocaine Buddy Boy Entertainment, Fleetwood and the Cod Pickers, Da Vinci Clothing, Core Financial, Jesse's Boutique, and I got my host T-Max with the facts on the line right now. What's good, my brother?
What's going on, man? Peace and blessings. We is on Monday Night Raw and Uncut, no holds barred, the best broadcast on the net. OTC up in the building. Shout out to our co-host, a lot of Sandman, Lady Chinchilla King. We have our legendary good friend on again tonight. Let everybody know what it is, man.
Yes, sir, man. This is a celebration, man, because the last time he was on the show, he was locked down. He's been officially free for about a good year and a half. He's enjoying the fruit of his labor. He got a new project coming out this week, and we supporting that line, along with he's pushing with Dial Lansky. They got a dope new video that's out, man. That's real fly, produced by The Chill. And he's been putting in that work since he got back out there, man. So without further ado, let's welcome the big homie, J-Dee, back home to Off the Cuff Radio, man. What's good, man?
Hey.
Man, what's up, Off the Cuff? How y'all doing, bro?
J-Dee is free. Yeah.
J-Dee is free. Hey, and just for the record, though, it ain't been no motherfucking year and a half yet, dude. It's been, hey, we approaching the first year.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah. Wednesday, brother. Wednesday will be my first year, bro, home. And I'm dropping the EP, J-Dee's Revenge, Success is My Revenge. And it was only fitting to tap in with the real cats who cared about a motherfucker when I was behind the wall. Huh?
Absolutely.
Man.
And before we do this,
yes.
man, let's give it that round of applause, man. Let's give it that round of applause.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, Jay, this is so, man, I mean, words can't describe how elated, how excited, how happy we are, man. You know, you're finally home. You always stay 10 toes down, and now you got both feet touching the ground as a free man once again. How does it feel, man?
Hey, it's indescribable. Sometimes it's surreal. You know, sometimes the feeling is surreal, you know, but then the bill's real as a motherfucker, so that'll sober you up real quick, you know.
Right.
That'll sober, you know, the bills don't give a damn how long you've been home. If you hear, nigga, they in your face, so But to be honest with you, bro, this feeling is indescribable. I thought I was going to be shell-shocked. I thought I would be culturally shocked, and I wasn't. And Dyer Lansky, my boy KD, Kurt Dog at Pyro Flow, my boy Macca at the Coin Academy, and my boy The Chill, as well as Corrupt. Those cats right there were very, very instrumental in making me feel comfortable, helping me get back into, you know, the work mode, and just really letting the talent do what the talent do, but also bringing me up to speed on how shit is done today. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely. And as soon as you got home, man, you went straight to work, man. Tell us about this project, man, that you got coming out this week, man. Look, what can we expect from it?
Well, I wanted to kind of, I like the way, you know, me and Dyer Lansky talked about it one night. Lansky was like, look, we could tell the whole story about prison in this EP and then bury that story and that part of your life and just move on. Or we could tell this part of your story and let people see what really took place and now open up the door to show them where you're headed. So I chose the latter, bro. I said, fuck it. I'm going to tell the story about what really happened, how I got took down, you know. And then I'm going to tell motherfuckers straight up. Even though I did snitch, even though motherfucker had to do all that time and sat still on the shelf for damn near 3 decades, bro, he brought me home for a reason. So all praises to the Most High for delivering me to finish whatever work he brought me here to do, bro.
Absolutely. Obviously, Jay, while you were down, you know, you weren't out. And, you know, you still managed to hear what was going on in terms of, because obviously you've always had your ear to the street. So even behind the walls, you still heard stuff. You still heard about artists, you know, over that time. There's so much history that transpired from 1993 up to now. When you think about what was going on during all those years in terms of a lot of the artists, in terms of how the culture shifted, the music that was released, what was your opinion watching from that, the evolution of the game from both sides of the coast, East and West?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, to be honest with you. There's a certain era where hip hop evolved and then it plateaued out, it stalled, and then I don't know what happened inside the labels. I don't know if there was some kind of consensus between the labels to start producing as much bullshit recorded at such low frequencies that they could probably produce depression in some of these youngsters. A lot of people don't know the science.
Speak on it.
The science and a bunch of shit that went into making this new music. A lot of people don't know what went into alienating us from speaking positive, socially conscious music. And now we got stuck with a bunch of dope things who pop pills, drink cough syrup, you know, brag about material shit and have absolutely no fucking substance. But these motherfuckers are rich. And you have to respect the fact, like I told y'all a year ago, the formula is, in terms of business has evolved and looks really, really beautiful in terms of business. But the music game is trash because you got to work 10 times as hard today than you ever had in your life, bro. Just to stream a song and download a song, you're getting pennies. We used to complain about fucking tapes and CDs. Now motherfuckers don't get nothing on a download or a stream. So we virtually slaves, bro.
Hey, I think we got Dyer on the line, y'all. I think we got Dyer Lansky on the line. What's good, partner?
Dyer.
What's good with my people, man? What's the word?
What's good,
how
man?
What I do? What's going on?
Man, I'm here to celebrate J-Dee's Revenge coming out in fucking 2 days, y'all, 420. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what we talking about. Yes, sir.
Man, J-Dee, 2 things, because I wanted to get this from you and Dyer. We wanted to ask you this, Dyer, because you are a producer, rapper, you know, engineer extraordinaire. J-Dee, living legend, lyrical wizard. We had Adolph Aguilar, the Don Bishop, on last night, and he talked about the frequency of the music in terms of what's being recorded and how it's messing with the sonic wavelengths of people's psyche. You know, back in the day, music, we really felt connected to a lot of the things that were being released, whether it was Biggie, whether it was Pac, Nas, you know, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Above the Law, Mac Dre, rest in peace, everybody. There was just a vibe, Ras Kass. What's going on now in terms of when you think about the recording process of it. And a shout out to, again, Young Conda Don a couple of years ago we had on Off the Cuff where he broke down, and J-Dee, everything you said is just so on point because he talked about this very same thing, about streaming and how, you know, these artists, you know, really, like you said, are getting pimped like hoes on the stroll. I mean, please, give us your thoughts. Go further, please, both of you.
First of all, I'm going to give credit to where it's due, and a lot of shit that I learned over this past year came from Dialansky while we was doing J-Dee's Revenge. And he's the one that told me, like, bro, you're going to have to release content. You're just going to have to keep releasing content because this is how you eat off music today. We're our own labels. We're our own producers. We're our own distributors. Basically, motherfucker got to promote it, got to market it. Look at what we're doing. You know, you got to do so much to get so little. You got to ask yourself, is this shit worth it? Look at everybody diversifying their hustle. You know, from weed to merchandise to look at E40 now. You know, they not even making money off music like they used to. These dudes are selling champagne, cognac, and motherfucking frozen burritos and ice cream. You know, these are fucking icons, bro. These are West Coast icons. And, of course, you got to diversify your shit as you grow older and age out of the, you know, the hip-hop thing, bro. But at the same time, you ain't got to work that goddamn hard.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. You know? You shouldn't have to work that hard. You know, labels set it up like that. They own the streaming platform. They set it up like that. They found a way to get as much out of us and give us as little because when the era of independent labels and black motherfucking moguls start to emerge with hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, it was like, whoa, we can't have, you know what I'm saying, 50 million of these motherfuckers or 10 million of these motherfuckers. We can't have 20 million of these motherfuckers with $1 billion in the United States. You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'd love to hear Lansky's input. What you got to say about that?
Well, I got to say this. When it comes to what Aguilar was talking about, you know, back in the day before there was even hip-hop and anything, you know, the government used to try to use different frequencies to torture people. And that's a real thing. You know, and you think about it like hey, so there's frequencies that are pleasing to the ear, and there's frequencies that just kill your ear. I mean, you think about like dog whistles and shit. We don't hear that, but that shit bug the shit out of a dog. You know what I mean? So what he's talking about is... Ask yourself this right now. How many motherfucking artists today have beats that sound identical, bro? Oh,
a whole lot.
And this is what I was going to go to say, too, is like, with people using all the same instruments and the same plugins and the same, you know, devices and stuff like that, with these new beats, there's only a couple pockets in the frequency. There's a bass, a high, and a mid, and that's all they're fucking with, right? So, what you know, and Aguilar been around a long time. That dude was doing beats for Onyx when he was a kid. You know what I mean? And like, you take Gorillas in the Mist, for example. These were samples taken from records, actual records. So not only was it recorded analog, it was copied and produced and distributed analog. So when we take a sample from a record, you got to understand all the different frequencies that you have in that you got to add drums to fill them pockets as well. It's a real, you know, that's why they always say analog's a real full sound. It's, you know, it's a beautiful full, just, you know, but it's not easy to mix. It's not, you know, it's not easy to perfect. It's not easy to do it. When you have just 808s, a hi-hat, a synthesizer, and this, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, it all sounds clear. Here's another thing. A lot of people listen to MP3.
It sounds clear, but there's no originality in none of it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so the
not.
thing you got to ask yourself is this: why are they producing it in mass? Why are they producing these beats in mass? Because there's something at the bottom of that bass line where it's just boom, 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 you know, boom, boom, boom. If you hear that shit over and over and over again, the average person our age and older don't want to hear that shit all day. But the average teenager and 20-something, they fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't hear anything but that shit. And then you get the
But
fucking,
that's all they know,
suicide.
though. That's all they know.
But because everyone has told them to disregard the motherfuckers that came before them. This is what put it all together was even created for.
Yep.
Because they've been told, fuck the people that came before you. Focus on this. Focus on this. So now it's either I'm virtually reality burnt the fuck out. I'm driving foreign cars full of fucking codeine and pills and weed like I think I'm some fucking rap star, and then I'm fucking running people over and killing them because I'm fucking numb. Why? Because I'm listening to this bullshit all day. Boom, 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 and it ain't saying that I'm in the and you've been descending of innocent, and you've been going. What the fuck is you saying, nigga? Slow down and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit, bro. So you got this mumbling over and over and over again to this depressed motherfucking core audience of individuals where they end up being depressed, suicidal, full of drugs, following the footsteps of these dope things who they call celebrities. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Yeah. And I'm waking my kids with that bullshit. I ain't doing that. So they know what they was doing.
Gatekeepers, so-called gatekeepers, they follow whatever the advertisers tell them to follow.
So you know what happens? You get a motherfucker who get 150 million streams a year, who get a bomb deal, bomb distribution, dope ass motherfucking sponsors, all this shit that he got endorsements and shit. And he gonna ball. That one or two niggas gonna ball, but everybody gonna want to follow that nigga formula because they think that that's the route to success. So they gonna make the same shit that sound like him. It's not gonna sound like Warren G, Dr. Dre, Too Short, E40, Dangerous Dame, Conscious Daughter, Dire Lansky, the Lynch Mob. It ain't just all that shit I just named sounds different. It sounds different, but I can name 10 motherfuckers right now that sound the same, and they take shitloads of money off that bullshit. But you got to respect the hustle.
When clubs opened up, it was crazy. When clubs kind of opened up in Cali, I went to a couple functions, and there was probably with like 2 or 3 different DJs. There was probably a span of 20 and 30 minutes that I couldn't tell if it was a different artist or what, or if they were just playing his album. And I guarantee you, it was a different artist every song that they were blending. But not even talking shit and not even having the old heads, the new heads, and old music, the new music talk. I literally couldn't tell if the artist switched or not, period.
I'm telling you because the frequency of that beat stayed the same. Deep, rich, deep bass lines, you know what I'm saying, synthesized sounds. And you just sit there, if you start consuming substances, bro, you started just fucking vegetated to this shit. You would snap out of me like, man, turn this shit off and turn something else on. Or you will become what the fuck these motherfuckers are, like fucking robots. Well, it's like a Walking Dead hip-hop thing jumping off right now.
Pretty much.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like a Walking Dead hip-hop. Motherfuckers jumping out. Everybody killing each other, and if you ain't killing 10 niggas in your song, you ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa. So I want to segue into this because Dire Lansky said, how the fuck you going to do J-Dee's Revenge getting out of prison for murder? I said, well, shit, success going to be my revenge. I successfully navigated my motherfucking way back to South Central and then successfully completed my motherfucking transitional housing and made it home. In the process, had a brother like Dire Lansky Ubering me to the studio. You feel me?
If that ain't family, I don't know what is.
Come on, man.
And blood.
We have work to do, y'all.
Yeah,
we have work to do.
Blood could have made y'all more related, and that's what the definition of loyalty and family is.
DNA make you related, bro. Loyalty make you family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't want to get too ahead because we also want to shout out a melancholy and a respectful rest in peace to DJ K. Slay, good friend of mine, a living legend. Yeah. One of the individuals who really championed the cause for the culture. When you look at individuals like him, like E40, who were older, but were still carrying that flag, and Slay put on so many people in terms of bucking the trends of what modern convention was, in terms of what people said should be the vogue today for hip hop. And Slay always stood on both feet saying, no, we're going to keep the real music alive. How important is it for the legends like him who are gone and the legends still here to carry on that tradition to say we're taking a stand and we're not going to let our culture, be overrun with, mediocrity and outright whack shit?
I'm gonna let Leslie answer that, but let me say this first. Rest in peace, K. Slay. Rest in peace, K. Slay. And K. Slay was a fucking vanguard of DJs. He took the last really vestiges of the art form of DJing, bro. And that's how Drama them came behind that. Clue them came behind that.
Right.
You start seeing the emergence of all these mixtapes and shit. Flex, he's a pioneer as well. But Slay did that, you know what I'm saying? And so what I'm seeing today is cats like, Dyer, Lansky, and motherfucking Mansa Musa, Cole 187. Hutch said, fuck that. I'm gonna sell it a stream, but I'm gonna sell it a cassette if you want it, some vinyl if you want it, a CD if you want it. You can download it if you want it, because I'm gonna control the culture and the narrative. He's not letting it get away, and that's what I like about what I'm seeing right now out west. People are just commanding, you know what I'm saying, that the culture stay raw. You know what I'm saying? That we're not going to use this one cookie-cutter motherfucking style of producing and rhyming. Because everybody will come out, and everybody sound like this. So I'm like, what is the difference between you motherfuckers? I got to have diversity and variety, bro. And one thing I like about our camp is you're going to get that. Chill don't sound like Dyer Lansky. But them two motherfuckers rely on each other's ear to probably mix a beat and probably master a beat. Or probably add a scratch or a horn somewhere where the other cat didn't hear it. They keep hip-hop pure. And that's what I like about what I'm seeing right now. Not letting the memories of like DJ Crazy Tunes and K. Slay them and cats like that, that really cared about the art form. They scratch, they rap, they blend it, you know what I'm saying? And Lansky know that.
Yeah.
First off, what I got to say about, and obviously in peace to K. Slay, and I don't know if a lot of people know this too. I mean, I know you guys do. You do this and know information but I mean, he was a graffiti artist. He was, everything to hip hop. But one of the things, Dez. So one of the things though that I always respected about K. Slay, especially as it got to 2022, is he was not a pay-for-play DJ. So you could have all the money in the world, and if he wasn't feeling your song, he's not playing it. And you do not see that anymore. These DJs will play anything, especially if somebody hits them up and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna sell you 20 racks. Play my track." Okay, I got you. Nah, he'd be like, "Well, buy your own. Spend that 20 racks and buy your own radio station because I ain't playing it.
You buy your own radio station, play your shit all day, play that whack ass shit all day.
That was him.
You know what I'm saying?
And
that's what we're doing right now.
That.
Yeah, you got to. That's what we're doing right now. We just jumped on the track with MC Ren the other day that the Chill invited me on, and MC Ren invited me on, and I was like, bro, he had a gap. He said, well, who should I put in this gap? I said, shit. We got to discuss the names and throwing names around. Man, when he sent the track back to me, he had Ras Kass in the gap. So I'm like, you know what? This is hip hop right here. This is gonna piss some people off. And now we doing some shit with Kid Frost on repping, black and brown pride, man, and really just bridging this gap of the separatism that these motherfuckers in the government try to motherfucking initiate. So hip hop right now, bro, I think there's a resurgence, you know what I'm saying, of what made this shit special in the beginning. And I think that people who really don't know how to rap, they kind of a little scared. They starting to get their money up out this shit right now because they know their time's limited, bro. Real music's finna come back. This summer gonna be a motherfucker. You watch what I tell you.
Man.
Summer gonna be a motherfucker. Man. Go ahead, DJs at that.
You said Ras Kass. Shout out to C. Arson's very own lyrical living legend, John Austin the Fourth, Ras Kass. When you first heard Remain Anonymous, Won't Catch Me Running from 1994 when he first started, that was, of course, his first single for those that really know. What did you think of that kid when y'all first heard him?
Lance, go ahead, because I got too many words to say about Soul on Ice.
It's okay. We got 2 hours. You can say everything. Go ahead.
This motherfucker.
Look, I'll tell you this. Ras Kass, to this day, and I know we've talked about, who's the top 5 that it's probably still probably my favorite rapper ever.
Absolutely.
It's always been like that. I used to, where I grew up, a lot of people just listen to West Coast shit, like Chill, Compton's Most Wanted, Quick, all that, which is all great. But I had such an East Coast feel to me, even when I rapped, and even the beats I was doing when I first started had such an East Coast feel that when I heard,
you still got a little of that
rap,
flavor. You still got a little of that flavor, bro.
Yeah, I do.
You do. You still got that flavor. I
So,
love that part.
When I heard Soul on Ice, and I heard Saphir and these people that kind of had an East Coast feel to it, I was like, oh my God, I'm home. And not only that, let's not forget, Ras Kass was really the first one to cross over, and besides like Bomb Squad shit or something like that, the Soul on Ice remix was actually the single as far as the video. And that was produced by Diamond D from Digging in the Crates crew. That type of shit had never happened.
That's that DITC shit. That's that DITC shit right there.
And nobody was really crossing over like that at the time. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it just, Ras Kass hit me different growing up because it showed me that I was on the right track. If this is what I love and this is the sound that I love, don't stop doing it, because there are people getting success out of it. Now, of course, you always have to progress. You always have to try something new. I think that's what's so special about hip-hop, even with the Lynch Mob and the Compton's Most Wanted and DJ Quick and the Dog Pound and just everybody, is they weren't afraid to leave that box, right? And that was so beautiful about hip-hop is, especially at that time, like I like to say, we was groundbreaking every single day. Like every time, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, I mean, even before that, the whole time. But you were discovering something new and groundbreaking every single that you dropped. Nobody had done that before. You did. And I think that's what's so special about a lot of it. And still, and again, we talk about Ras Kass. I mean, the dude can just flat out fucking rap. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain people that just, you're like, bro, I just needed a 16. I didn't need a fucking thesis, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
That's real. Hey, you know what? That's fucking crazy you said that. I have a different take. You know what I mean? And it's crazy what memories surfaced when I first heard Soul on Ice. There was a radio station in Soledad, California. We had just opened up Salinas Valley State Prison in '96, and it was called KHDC 90.9 FM. It was a brother named Muhammad, and he had a DJ named Casio. And these motherfuckers used to let us send all our letters from prison up in there, and I fucking heard Soul on Ice. And I remember him talking about the New World Order and how gymnasium was Greek for naked boys. And he was saying, I was like, what the fuck did he say?
Nature of the Threat. On Nature of the Threat, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I was like, what the fuck did he just say? And then I got him to play it again, and I heard it again, so then I bought it. And I was like, you know what? And what hurted me, and this is the point I want to make real quick, is that he had to fucking dumb himself down to get his shit played, because the shit that he was talking about went over the heads of motherfuckers, and the motherfuckers that really heard it didn't want that coming out.
Yeah, especially when he came out with Ghetto Fabulous, that threw a lot of people for the loop. And I thought it was cool because it was that Dre beat from the Aftermath.
Yeah, but he had to dumb himself down.
Yeah.
He had to
but he
dumb
still
himself
hit
down
it with
with Ghetto
metaphors,
Fabulous.
y'all. He still hit. He was like every day.
And to me, he killed
off the hook like Jerry Springer. That's like doing every. He still came like Ras Kass.
He killed it on that. Man, he killed it on that. And my nigga Mac 10 is on that.
Yeah, he did a hook.
And my nigga Mac 10 is on that. I remember being in Corcoran when we first got that motherfucking Legacy CD, the 2 CD, the double CD, NWA Legacy. And Ghetto Fabulous was on one of them because the Gorillas and the Mist was on one. And that's the only reason why we pieced up and bought the motherfucker, me and my Sally. Yeah. Oh, that's real shit. I'm going to keep it real. We was at Corcoran. And I ended up in Ghetto Fabulous. I said, this nigga had to dump himself down for everybody to motherfucker play his music, and he still fucked up this track.
When you think about that album,
you know that Lynch Mob has an East Coast remix too out there, right?
They were.
Of course.
The Beat Nut remixed the track with y'all and Be Real.
Yeah, motherfucker, ain't got no class.
Shout out to Psycho
Ain't
Lance
got
and Juju, man.
Hey, Lansky, I want. Hey, can I front him off a little bit, y'all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Keep it real, Lansky. Did you really believe that a nigga was gonna be able to pull off this project and have a bunch of songs left over for the next project?
Absolutely. What I tell you, we don't build houses. We don't build houses. We don't, build statues. We don't, you know what I mean? Teach. We don't, we do music. So, I think people see the studio as girls drinking, smoking weed, and people listening to music because of the fact that that's what they see on IG. But real artists, that's their 9 to 5. It may be not the hours of 9 to 5, the hours of 9 p.m. to 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you clock into any job, you have to get work done. Otherwise, you can't do your job.
Right.
That's a good answer because you know your sister right here listening, so that's a good answer. She was gonna cut your motherfucking ass too, She was gonna cut your motherfucking ass. She was like, boy, that's a good answer. She nodding her head like, okay, little bro.
That's why I love her. But no, I knew, and also too, man. Let's just get into perspective, y'all. I got to make an album with J-Dee from the Lynch Mob. Can we just talk about that for a second? Because, like, I know I do a lot of music. I've worked with a lot of people, but like every snare I put into a beat or every vocal I mixed, I was checking shit off of my lifelong bucket list. And I don't know if there's too many people that can say that all the time in their lives. Most people have to go on vacation to do bucket list shit. I get to do bucket list shit when I go to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to work with, I already knew what kind of artist J-Dee was. I've been talking, we've been talking back and forth for fucking decades. You know what I'm saying? So I knew the way I was going to do. All I needed him to do was just get used to the technology. Well, the first night that we were there, he was used to it. So that wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then he got a couple of his rhymes out that he had written a while ago and got a feel, for a microphone etiquette again. And we was off running the second day. Literally, off and running like he had been home for 5 years, and we was just starting a new album.
That's great.
But I believe in J-Dee, his support system, his state of mind, his aggressiveness, his laid backness. I believe in it all. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew exactly what we could accomplish before he came home and put his feet in the fucking beach, man. For real.
Right. That's crazy. Hey, you know what? I love you for that, bro. And the bucket list shit, start with you. And then you turn me on to KD. And then you let me do a song with Squeak Root. And then I was like, fuck, that's Squeak Root. That's the first Damu I ever did a song with. Then KD came with my nigga. That's the next Damu for me with what I did a song with. I said, I love this shit. And then the next thing you know, I'm fucking with Hutch. I said, now, everybody talked that old above the law Lynch Mob fiasco 30 fucking something years ago, but don't nobody want to promote the fact that me and Hutch, and through Dire Lansky, you know what I'm saying, have decided to go ahead and push this Brotherhood record that we're going to put out. And now we on a song together that's on MC Ren album called, Hey, that Chill, the Chill is producing. So, you talking about bucket list shit. Then the motherfucker got a song that's about to come out with the whole Lynch Mob. Shorty rest in peace. And it's me, Dazzy, KD3, T-Bone, and Chili Chill. Produced by Dazzy D. You talking about bucket list shit. And then Scarface tell me I'ma fuck with you like this, bro. So I got a song with Ice Cube, a song with Scarface. I got Dire Lansky, Hutch. I got, fucking Glasses Malone. Who the fuck? I got Corrupt. I got.
Man.
Hey, wait till y'all see the track that called Choppers on J-Dee's Revenge on 420. It's an onslaught of West Coast MCs killing.
I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck I ain't get a brother them no music before the show began. I wish y'all could play this shit.
It's okay. Anything y'all give us, we're gonna push, regardless. But wow.
Yeah. Matter of fact, what we did was we uploaded the video you guys did on our channel. You know, because you was coming.
Hey, Lasky, why don't you send the brother there real quick if you can? Send him the intro, J-Dee's Revenge, with a motherfucker getting released, the release date.
I got you.
I don't know if they can play that live, but they can play it when they air it.
Yeah, send that. Yeah, just email that to me. I'm gonna send Lansky the email.
Say no more, Lansky.
Man,
you want to email it?
Look, dude, you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm doing it right now.
You mentioned Squeak Roo, and I got on him a little bit late because that joint he did with Yowda last year. I was like, whoa! I was like, yo, Squeak is like straight. Woo!
I sent you to
Off
the Cuff Radio. Is that the one?
Hold on, let me take a look.
Yeah, Squeak Roo is a beast. Squeak Roo got a song called Built
just
Like
let y'all
a Different
know,
Boss.
Hey, Squeak Roo and I got a whole album we're releasing in the next month or so, and the track J-Dee on that, the song's called The Greatest, and it's whew.
Oh man, I am the greatest. If I ain't on your playlist, I bet you play this.
Bet you play this.
No, Sully Roo I'm thinking of. My bad, y'all. Sully Roo I'm thinking of. It's Sully Roo and Yowda. My editor mistake. But yeah, man. But I mean, with Squeak, he's still a legend out there in LA. When you think about, especially, having the Red Team, on a collaboration, man. What was that like in terms of when y'all first came together? In terms of what was that conversation in terms of just chopping it up about the type of music y'all wanted to make?
Hey, you know what's funny? Fucking Don Lansky did this shit. He Ubered me to North Hollywood to Pyro Flow Entertainment Studio, and that's Kurt Dog's kid, my nigga KD that I did my nigga with. And Lansky told me when I got there, hey, by the way, Squeak Roo coming through, and KD said he wanted to meet you. I said, who is KD? He said, man, KD's the one that owned this, whoop, and Squeak Roo. He be there about 10, he getting off work. I was like, ain't this a bitch, Squeak Roo? So I didn't say nothing. I was excited, right? But I was low-key like, damn, man, I wonder if that nigga know about the Lynch Mob. And Lansky was laughing at me like, so long story short, when Lansky played, I think, what the fuck was that you played, bro? I think you played motherfucking End of Discussion. And Squeak Roo looked at me, he said, man, you ain't got no motherfucking rust on your bars, nigga. We got to do a song together. And I was like, whoa. I was done right there. That's all from now. You know what I'm saying? Them the niggas that came off the end of the West Side Connect and then the Mac 10 and that whole little West Side Connect movement produced so much good music that all from the eye, the county jail shit. Oh, man, I was like, these niggas, geez, right here in the game. So it was a blessing. It was a blessing.
Yeah,
I love how we kept the West Side Connection too, kind of in that family because, I mean, we talk about what we did now, but if you wouldn't have hit Behind the Walls, you would already had songs off from the eye, and you would have been through that whole priority thing and whatnot and this and that. So it was shit that just needed to happen to begin regardless. You know what I mean? It's all family, but. The thing is, too, is some of the first people that really gave me a shot to do something incredible, a lot of people don't know this, but was Hutch and All From the Eye. They were the ones that were like, yo, Lansky's hard as fuck. Like, whoever didn't pick him up made a mistake. So guess what? I'm going to scoop him up and put him under my ring. I'm going to scoop him up and, you know what I mean? And so, the thing was, too, is I hyped up J-Dee for years. I hyped him up 5 years before he was supposed to get out and didn't get out.
I hope a nigga don't let down the hype, because you've been selling the nigga like he was motherfucking Girl Scout cookies. You've been selling the nigga like he was Girl Scout. I hope a nigga don't let everybody down with hype, because this album, man, I took my time. You know what I'm saying? I sat back, I listened to Lansky's direction. I sat back, I let the chill guide me, and then you know who guided me and checked the fuck out of me, and I had to humble myself and kind of accept it and look at this motherfucking young nephew of mine, and it was Corrupt. Corrupt looked at me and said, Unc, how in the fuck do you know what you sound like if nobody's helped you sound like that yet? And I looked at the corrupt. I said, hey, man, don't talk to me like that, you drunk motherfucker. He said, I'm not drunk yet, huh? And then I said, whoa. I said, whoa. He checked me, bro. And then the next thing I know, he told Chill, get J-Dee that beat. And Chill said, for what? He said, because I want him to do this song right here. I said, well, shit, that song was supposed to go to Chili Chill. He said, no, that's going to be your record with the Chill. And then you guys do whatever it do. And Chill sent me, put it all together. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pay homage to every motherfucking body that came before me to show these young cats, bro, this is what you do. This is who you tell a story about, the people who made it possible for you. So then you make it possible for the next. And y'all don't want to make it possible for us to say that we helped y'all because y'all don't even know shit past the dog pound. They don't know history about hip-hop. They don't care about the history. But if you go to a fucking Rolling Stone concert or you go to a motherfucking Eagles concert, you're going to find like 3 different generations in the crowd.
And they all know what guitar that motherfucker used in 1968 at Madison Square Garden, and they're not even musicians.
Right. And they're not even musicians, but they know this nigga had a 57 Gibson Les Paul. Nigga, how you even play guitar? You know what I'm saying? You don't even play guitar, motherfucker. How you know that? But you ask a youngster right now, what did the Lynch Mob put out? I don't listen to that shit. That's the shit my mama used to talk about. I don't listen to that shit. And that's how motherfuckers talk about our music. So my motherfucking job is to make motherfuckers remember that when we did rap, you heard what we said. And when we did drop a beat, everybody danced to it and it was funky. And when you heard me and you heard Lansky and you heard motherfucking Corrupt, Cocaine, and motherfucking 187 and Chill from CMW, all 5 of them niggas sound different. See, we ain't mumbling, nigga.
And you know what? We got the joint right here, man. Lansky sent it to me. I'm gonna go. Y'all, we go ahead and play it.
Go ahead, bro. This your show. We get.
Yeah, man. We'll go ahead and play this joint, and when we come back, we're gonna get back to chopping it up. This joint is called J-Dee's Revenge, featuring Cocaine. Let's go, man. Live and direct.
What's Lansky? Who's by Lansky?
Inmate Cooper, prepare to be escorted to receiving and release. Give me your full name and CDCR number. Yeah, your ride waits for you at Sallyport. Here's your JPEG debit card. Spin it slow. See you soon, fucker.
Way but loose, baby.
Kill everybody. Don't tell them where you is a body.
Don't say shit.
They screaming bloody murder.
Kill them, boy.
While all of my kids must die.
Every one of them.
Kill everybody.
Kill them, boy.
Body should be like a hobby.
Like a hobby.
They screaming bloody murder.
Murder, nigga.
While all of my kids must die.
Nigga, this J-Dee's Revenge. I sat up in the pen for like 28 years, then I flied it. Niggas get up in my lane, I'm clutching this thing. On mamas, I'm aiming and knocking. Hey bro, fuck all these hoes, I gotta get dough. On mobsters, these bitches is problem. So I stick to the script with a stick on my hip. Get money from London to Compton, El Veterano. Yo, you don't know the killers I know. Did time with Usos, the Nugus, Mexicano, Stunner Shade, hood nigga with them gunaways. 100 nights, 100 days, and I'm still running plays. From the cell to the street, from the yard to the beat, from the bread to the meat, from my head to the feet. Nigga, come and get money with a trill, nigga, bitch. I hopped off the porch on some real nigga shit.
Kill everybody.
Kill them all, baby.
Don't tell them where you is a body.
Don't say shit.
They screaming bloody murder. While all of my kids must die.
Kill.
Kill everybody. Body should be like a
motherfucking hobby.
They screaming bloody murder. While all of my kids
Chill. I told that nigga, you whack, your shit don't knock, it don't slap. In fact, bitch, nigga, the whole yard wants their money back. Success ain't on my wall, bitch, it's in me. So simply, your solution to Today is envy. I'll never let a bitch nigga steal a nigga thunder. Never let a top bitch get a nigga number. Work too hard to put these plays in motion. Revenge, success, revenge is potent. Fuck what you heard, bitch. I'm my own boss. Me and Ice Cube, cool as Gatorade Frost. Spent a little time talking shit to the boss. Final words, J-Dee, fuck what it costs. Resume normal program, now it's your recall. Lock it up, get ready for count. Watch me ball. Talk about movies, marijuana, and music. I know my next tattoo now. Just do it. Don't say shit. Kill it, boy. Everybody.
Don't tell them where you is a body. They screaming bloody murder. While all of my MCs must die. Kill everybody. Body MC like a hobby. They screaming bloody murder. While all of my MCs must die.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Well,
hey, is that a little voodoo? Is that a little voodoo running for my magic?
I think I got.
I gotta hit him with the
old
Booker
days
T
of the
with
West
this one. Like,
Coast
tell
again.
me he just didn't put that out. Tell me I just didn't hear that.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's 420. 420 is my motherfucking 1 full year home. So we gonna burn one. We gonna burn one full year out, man. We gonna burn one together. They let me out. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna burn one. And everybody that loves J-Dee, Lansky, and everybody on that project that I love, Glasses Malone, Squeak, Rue, you know what I'm saying? Lansky, my nigga, shit, Benji Stone, Corrupt, The Chill. Oh my God. Who else? El Renee, motherfucking Ras Kass. We've been talking about. You know, it's so many motherfuckers on there, bro. It's a lot of people on there, and that's only an EP. And then I got my daughter Brittany. Brittany made it. You can catch her on Instagram. You know, Brittany made it. She do her shit, and she blessed me with some Sunday school vocals. Killed it.
Oh wow!
Her and my boy Hakeem, Hot 781. They killed it. So when you hear feel good music, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? This some Sunday fun day shit? But it was so much music that it didn't even make the EP. So Nancy's like, man, we're gonna release that single for 4th of July.
How many songs did y'all do during those sessions?
Man, we went crazy. I got about 19.
We got a bunch.
Songs.
Yeah, we did a bunch, and then plus we had shit for other people albums too that we did. You know, so we doing at least a few songs a week.
I got 11 features that's coming. You know, I keep every feature in my notes in the phone, so I got 11 features coming. The motherfucker just busy. Every chance I get. If I ain't in Lansky and Kurt Dog Studio, I'm out here in the chill, in the boondocks, fucking with the chill, doing our shit out here, fucking with him and Corrupt. You know, MC8 them flew out here, motherfucker. I'm with Daz the other day, so me, Daz, and Kid Frost and Corrupt and Chill, we go in and do Black Tino. Black Tino is going to be a motherfucker, bro. Wait till y'all hear this motherfucker, bro. Black Tino. This is going to be black and Latino pride. That's what this one is about.
Man, I mean, yeah.
Too. And I was going to ask you this, too, man, and this was possibly one of the best photos from last year, man, was when you and Ice Cube embraced after that animosity, man. Like, how did that transpire, and what's the feeling like now?
Man, I'm going to say this, and this is why I wanted to do the interview with y'all. Mm-hmm. Just like that song just say in J-Dee's Revenge. It say, fuck what you heard, bitch. I'm my own boss. Me and Ice Cube, cool as Gatorade Frost. Spent a little time talking shit to the boss, and his final words was, J-Dee, fuck what it costs. Resume normal program. Now it's your recall. Lock it up. Get ready for count and watch me ball. We talk about movies, marijuana, and music. I know my next tattoo now. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? That's me and Ice Cube. That's me and Cube. So the grown man in me and the conversation from that grown man and me apologizing to him and vice versa, bro, it just showed me that the nigga fresh out of prison after 28 years can give an apology, and the nigga that's worth damn near $1 billion can also extend one as well. That spoke volumes. We both fathers, we both husbands, we both grandfathers. So that immature, whatever that ever happened 25 fucking years ago, and the poison of everybody wanting to add to that. And I heard J-Dee said this, and Cube said he'd never fuck with you again. And then J-Dee said this from prison. And then the snowball, long story short, all that shit was bullshit. Mm-hmm. And so when we got a chance to talk about, why didn't you come for me, bro? And all the fucking truth came out. Only thing I could do is be like, ain't this a bitch? We cheated ourselves out the opportunity, bro, listening to other motherfuckers. And then when the opportunity came for two grown men to talk, that nigga Ice Cube carved out a path so beautiful, bro. It ain't happened yet. But he carved out a path so beautiful, bro. All I got to do is just kick back and get the fuck off parole. And we're going to resume normal program.
Man, and look, the broadcast is loud and direct. You know, y'all are stronger together. J-Dee, so much went on during that time. We wanted to, because we still got some time left, but we wanted to talk to you and Dyer about y'all observations over the years, because there was a lot. You know, Q was just beginning to start his movie career in earnest. Of course, 91 with Boys in the Hood, his debut, you know, but of course, now he's got the Big Three Basketball League, you know, has become, you know, Daddy Cube to a whole new generation. We saw Nipsey, rest his soul. We saw what Nipsey did in terms of what he started with the marathon movement, you know, on Crenshaw. Shout out to the 60s. We saw 50 Cent do what he did on his come up. I mean, there's just so much. We wanted to, for some of the most notable that we may mention and not mention, but what you all may mention and want to talk about, what were some of the biggest moments over the years that you saw with a lot of the artists just starting and where they're at today?
I'm gonna stay with Q real quick before Lancey answers.
Go ahead, please.
I say Ice Cube real quick because that nigga had the best people around him his entire career. One, two, kept his name virtually out of every headline for scandal and bullshit. Three, his wife Kimberly, she been a motherfucking rock since I knew who she was since 89, 90 when we first flew to go do the album with fucking Hank Shocklee and Keith Shocklee and Eric Sadler, the Bomb Squad. Yeah. You know, so she's been his constant, bro, since fucking 89, 90. Now, the caliber of people that he had around him, the right financial advisors, motherfucker making the right investments, the people, and then him being a family man and growing into that family man position. That motherfucker, man, I don't give a fuck if he was worth $55. The nigga business model and his acumen alone speaks volume of the motherfucking people he kept around him. Look at J-Dee. Look at the people he kept around him. I had to make the sacrifice of the streets. Snitch and not be a snitch. But the people I had around me was like, bro, we wasn't raised like that, my nigga. And I'm like, I know, my nigga, I ain't never gonna tell cuz. And I go through 28 years while this man virtually lived a dream. That is impressive, bro. I tip my hat to niggas like that. He didn't lose his fortune. He ain't got his family all fucked up. His children know the value of $1. He made them audition for 40 fucking the Den of Thieves and fucking Straight Outta Compton. He made his kid audition. That's discipline, bro. That's the motherfucker who raised his family right. And the only way to do that is to have the right model. And that come from his parents and the right people around him, my nigga. That's just me.
Jay-Z. What about Jay-Z? Because Jay-Z was not really, he had his first single, Can't Get With That, you know, back in the day in 94 when he was had a joint with Freeze Records. Of course, he was on a flavor, Can I Get Open?
Go to 88 to Hawaiian Sophie. Go to 88 to Hawaiian Sophie with him and Jazz-O. With my nigga Jazz, I ain't seen Jazz in forever. But Jay-Z, Hunger. That's a different kind of hunger. That's a different kind of hunger that I don't want to go through what I went through. A lot of his pain come through his songs, so you hear about the absence of his dad and everything that his mother was. You know what I'm saying? And what Mrs. Carter meant to him. You know what I'm saying? So you get to hear his pain. And no matter how much motherfucking money he get, we all get to deal with our trauma the same, bro. Honesty and vulnerability. So no dollar amount masks that. Honesty and vulnerability allows every man to deal with his trauma, whether it's childhood trauma or young adult trauma, bad choices, bad decisions, prison or the projects. It don't matter.
50 Cent.
That's.
I love that nigga from How to Rob.
Man.
I ain't lying. That nigga robbed everybody in the industry back in the day. That's the first time I heard of him. How to rob. That nigga robbed everybody in the industry. I was like, you know what? Whoever this motherfucker is going to blow up. And then next thing you know, you hear, Wankster. And I'm sitting in courtroom like, who in the fuck is this? And my boy, Psych from NHB 20s of Blood, he sent me the motherfucking tape and said, listen to this nigga. And I played Wankster. I played that motherfucker Get Rich or Die Trying until the tape popped. I had to buy that nigga another tape.
Biggie. What about Biggie?
Died too soon. He ain't the greatest, though, but he died too soon. He was a bad motherfucker. Pac ain't the greatest, but he died too soon. He was a bad motherfucker. It ain't nobody like Tupac, and it ain't nobody like Christopher Wallace. I don't give a fuck how much shit they talk. They don't sound the same. Them niggas had different pain to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Is Pac the greatest? No. Is Jay-Z the greatest? No. You know who's the motherfucking greatest of all time in hip-hop?
Who that?
Hip-hop. Hip-hop.
Yeah. I like that answer.
Hip-hop produced the best.
And the last one, because even though we'll probably come back to this later in the conversation, Nipsey, to watch his growth from what he started and what he ended up becoming, and another one who tragically was taken from us too soon. What was that like to watch Nipsey's movement?
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Nipsey is this generation's Tupac, and he was taken too goddamn soon. He is this. My daughter cried to me over the phone, and I was still in Chuckawalla, and I watched grown Crips motherfuckers convicted of murder, motherfuckers convicted of fucking organized robberies, bank robberies, flocking, you name it. I watched grown men cry, gang members, when Nipsey motherfucking funeral took place. And Nipsey was a motherfucker who was not going to be a slave, but like Snoop Dogg said, every neighborhood Jesus got a neighborhood Judas. You feel me? And they weren't going to let that nigga... Yeah. They weren't going to let him bubble. It don't matter who killed him and who, all the conspiracy shit. I got a song called A Long Talk with Hussle.
That shit is so fire.
Look beautiful.
That shit is so fire. The Long Talk with Hussle is a crazy track. I mean, crazy.
A Long Talk with Hussle was a dream, and Lansky fucking gave me the beat. Didn't you give me that beat, Lansky?
Nope, that was Chills. Remember? That was one of the first ones that Chill.
Yeah, Chill gave me that beat, and it's a beat that samples T-Bone from Menace to Society. Gorillas Ain't Gangsters. And I swear to God, Nipsey was killed. 2 motherfuckers. So you know what Nipsey was gonna do, bro? Nipsey was gonna empower a community of entrepreneurs, bro. I don't know what it was. I don't know if they saw that young brother had too much power too soon. I don't know if the conspiracy was with LAPD or the streets. It does not matter because nothing going to bring our little brother back. But one thing that you can say about him, and I don't give a fuck, Victory Lap is going to be a classic. I don't care what they release after that. He got a classic right there.
You know, Jay and Dyer, when I first, King and myself, shout out to Twan Gotti, a good friend of ours, because we were working to get Nipsey on the show before he was killed because he had actually heard us, and we were in the process of trying to get him on. But when I listen to a lot of, because me and King both knew about Nipsey going back some years, but to watch his growth from, Blue Laces, Bullets Ain't Got No Name, Slauson Boy, 1 and 2, I mean, Nipsey was, for those that know his history in terms of his first deal with Sony, that didn't go so hot, and then Nipsey was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it myself. To watch that man's movement, I mean, my God, brothers, this is something that he lived the dream that every neighborhood rapper aspires to in terms of really building it from the ground up to really growing an empire, and Nipsey did it. I mean, that's why the title Victory Lap was so prophetic. It was so triumphant.
It was too prophetic. It hurt almost, bro. It was too prophetic. It was too prophetic.
Yeah.
What you mean? This is my final lap after all this hard work. After all this hard work, y'all just dirt me. Y'all just dirt me out like that. After all this hard work, I'm selling this shit by myself. I get this deal. I get this Grammy nod. I get this nomination. And now y'all dirt me like that. It was just painful, bro. It was pain. I'm gonna be honest with you, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't listen to the early shit. I was an active gang member for a lot of years, and then slowed my roll and played my position. So I didn't want to hear about, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. And then when he got to mature, and the first thing this nigga did from 107 Hoover, he brought the fucking Victory Lap to me, and he said, listen to motherfucking him and Kendrick. And they fucked it up. That nigga said, I'm a slave, swam against the waves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I died. I said, this nigga crazy. Him and Kendrick killed him. I said, listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Who else did a marathon around the city like that? The dude was so prolific, and that's why the tattoo was a proper tattoo. A lot of people don't like us talking about Nip, bro. A lot of niggas be like, fuck cuz. I'm like, why? Why y'all mad at that young nigga, man? Y'all don't know this. We don't have to know. The music was what we wanted. That we part of the culture. We don't want to tear the man down. The man said, do this for the school. Do this for the community. Tech shit. Vortex. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga ran computer labs, bro. Computer labs. Damn.
And one thing about it, too, with Nip, because Nip also had a sense of humor. For those that know on YG's Just Read Up, too, and enjoying his verse on what he spit on his verse, You Broke. I mean, this shit was just so dope I had to memorize it. Indulge me. How you fuck for cash, but you not a hoe. And how I'm going to respect you if your pocket's broke. On your rap sheet, a whole lot of bros. There's a clinic on Western, bitch, you want to go. You broke your pussy stank, you borrowed clothes, you lost a bit of ass that you had playing with your nose. I dedicate this to my last host, where I got cash and started acting like an asshole. Catch up, big key cup, butt cutlets with the beat up. I be buying pounds, so no, we can't piece up. Rolling with the crown, bet you want to fuck the King Hans. Money over bitches, pussy never fuck this thing up. She still fanning when she see us. I'm a grade A, nigga, you a C+. Got a broom, bitch, clean up. Hit the blade, pick my fee up. I was like, oh, my goodness.
That's hunger, bro. See, Nipsey, that's why Jay-Z patronized that nigga with Crenshaw and Slauson. Go to the last song on Crenshaw and Slauson and listen to how he and Black Sam put the whole motherfucking thing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look how he and Sam put the whole thing together. How he said we had to go OT with that motherfucking weed money. We had to get in that cutlass. We had to keep it quiet. We had 16 camera angles, nigga. We was bulletproof. It wasn't the best, nigga, but it was ours. You know what I'm saying? So we buried 100,000 in the backyard and found out that a meal dude, you know. I said, this nigga's a beast. This is a young, hungry hoodster right here. This nigga ain't no buster. You know what I'm saying? But
hell no.
Is, you can't be, everybody can't expect the homie that's getting the bag to be a killer too. Protect that nigga. Protect the nigga getting the bag, bro. You know he with it. You know he down to do it. You seen him do it. But you see what he worth. Protect that. You know he ain't no bitch. Don't get jealous of that. Grow these men, bro. Grow these men. That shit ain't hard. Make them want to learn what came before him, bro, so they can know how to respect where they going. Nip knew where he came from. He could quote J-Dee and Nas. He could quote shit. He could go back to Rakim and quote shit. That nigga wasn't no fucking rookie, renegade rookie, bro.
And Jay, while we're in the fast Ferrari with the fast lane with this, because this is a perfect segue. You are straight up about, your hood ties, you being down with your team. Nip was down with his team. And what we also saw over the years with the changing of the guard with the music was where and we've interviewed so many people, the gang element was always there in hip-hop from the West Coast. It was just always not publicized unless you really were from there. Like, we knew, MCA, Chili, the whole crew, Boom Bam, Trag knew 159 all the time. We knew about DJ Quick, TTP. We knew about, but they never really put it out there in terms of, and now we have a generation of a lot of young, rappers coming in, and it's like the gang, like, they have really, like, just gone all in. Like, they want everybody to know it. And then also, too, what is even more dangerous, you're having a lot of artists who have no ties to gangs all of a sudden deciding they want to fly red, blue, or Pyru. This is something you came from. We still got time on the show. Go ahead, please.
Lansky, I got the answer, but I'm gonna let you answer because I want to segue to somebody's shit that Lansky did. But Lansky,
I'm not going. Go ahead.
Look, I don't shit on Bloods and Crips at all for whatever they do. But this is one thing I do understand is these Bloods and Crips, these niggas are smart. Listen to what they saying. Listen to how they put their music out. Listen to what they capable of achieving. From Monty all the way down to my nigga Compton AV. Them niggas is killers. They niggas is solid. Them niggas is down. I understand that we going to talk about where we from because this is where we from and this is how we get down. But I want to segue to the Purge because that was what I was trying to convey in the Purge. And that was Don Lansky's track that he gave to the Chill. See how the family keep connecting? He said chill some shit. So what I'm going to do something with this. J-Dee, get on the intro of this. And what killed me is that why do you now bring gangbanging to the music when we was young? The blessing was that we moved away from gangbanging to the music. You don't take banging to the bag. You leave it banging behind and go get to the bag and come back and you bless your niggas and let them do the same thing to get away and bless your niggas and bless your niggas and bless your niggas till we all get away from this bullshit.
Right.
There's nothing written says that we have to die and end where we start. That ain't keeping it real. You could buy your whole community. That was Nip's message. They all intertwined. Nip will let you know, nigga, this 60, nigga. YG let you know, nigga, this Bompton, nigga. And that's what it is. That's just what it is. That's the culture. You can't get away from the culture. So I don't shit on Bloods and Crips. I don't do that. Because I used to be an active motherfucking gang member, bro, and that ain't cool. But the thing I didn't do was drag the neighborhood Crips in the 111s to the Lynch Mob. I dragged and drugged that etiquette. I drugged that mentality and that mindset, which made me rep Lynch Mob like I rep, Crippin'. So I ended up in jail for 28 years. I don't want the brothers to bring the gangbanging to this and have to create this crew of killers who go kill other rappers in the name of gang shit.
Right.
That's kind of like I don't understand that. How you killing other rappers in the name of gang shit? We supposed to use this shit to get to the bag and then consolidate the money, Bloods and Crips. I got a song called We Pull Them Choppers Out. They got Bloods and Crips on it. Squeak Roo from Pyru, Whoopty Whoop from VNG, El Renee. I got Benji Stone from
that's gangster,
Glasses Malone from Watt. I got Glasses from Watt. I got Corrupt from the Dog Pound, Kill from Compton, and Don Lansky from Riverside, who's a hip-hop head, bro. But this is music. So what, we Crip and Blood? Every day we had to get it out the mud. Every day nobody showed us love because every day we had to sell drugs. So when it's time to pay, nigga, we bang L.A. You know, and that's just kind of the culture. So you can't shit on them now, but when you say, fuck this nigga, fuck this nigga, fuck this nigga, when I see you, I'm going to kill you, why? What that nigga do? What that nigga do when you kill that nigga, man? What that nigga, just squabble that nigga. Squabble that nigga up.
Yeah, you know, it was always different because if you, like I said, if you were really ahead back in the day, like when we saw, you know, Compton's Most Wanted, you know, straight checking them, you know, with the blue cassette, or, you know, we saw Safe and Sound, you know, 95 with Quick, we saw the red. You kind of knew, but it was something that let the skills speak for themselves. It wasn't like just trying to, you know, it was never about just, you know, they had issues with other artists. Then there were diss tracks. That was inevitable. That was just part of the game. You came through that. You know how it was. But it was never about, I'm going to go out and just whack this nigga or, you know, fuck his set. You know what I'm saying? It was never like that. And now it's like a lot of heads out there, it's become, we're obviously on this show, we're not going to name names. We see a lot of artists who decided that they wanted to jump into this, who were not in no way ever growing up in a spot of being really from the turf like that. And it's like they made a mockery of the culture. I'm like, you got, you know, men and women, you know, from both sides, you know, who died over this, and y'all basically just want to make a mockery of it, trying to get on just to try to boost up, you know, your street credibility. I'm like, no, that's not what this is about.
Well, I think this is what I think about this, and I'm gonna kill the gang thing. You know, this is what I think.
Go ahead.
Some people do things out of fear. Some people do things because out of trauma. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hurt people constantly hurt people. It's just how it goes. Hurt people constantly hurt people, bro. It don't motherfucking matter if they fucking with music, movies, or if they serving shakes at Steak and Shake. Hurt people love to hurt people. They look for ways to hurt motherfuckers, man. A lot of motherfuckers aren't real gang rappers, bro. A lot of motherfuckers know what they doing out there. They paying their way to play. And I get that too. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas want to keep whatever little shit they got. I ain't living my life like no motherfucking bitch. Letting no niggas extort me like, you know what I'm saying? I'm somebody from somewhere, so we not going to play that game. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not going to get out in the middle of the street and say, nigga, this Lynch Mob, blood, cuz, whoop, wop, y'all do this to the Lynch Mob, cuz, y'all going to get it. No. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. First and foremost, I'm going to give every motherfucking man his respect first. And then we can move up from there. We're going to start at respect. So whatever motivates a nigga to do something, whether it's Bloods, Crips, whether motherfucker affiliated, not affiliated, I'm not going to create a bunch of music that promotes just killing people. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what niggas is so mad at each other about. You know what I'm saying? If I got to shoot this, you know, now it's drill music, bro. My nephew like this. My nephew just records drill niggas. I'm killing shit, gunning shit, stick on my hip, you know what I'm saying, 100 rounds, dumb as shit, you know what I'm saying, bitch, I'll murder you. And this, it's like, fuck it. You know, everybody's desensitized to destruction. And I don't know what the fuck that's connected to. I don't know if that's 5G. I don't know if that's Corona, Omicron. I don't know if it's Delta. I don't know if it's Omega. I don't know what the fuck it is, to be honest with you. The thing I trip off of is, why are we geared towards destruction? Lady Antebellum ain't at the CMAs looking to knock down the motherfucking Dixie chicks because they said something about Trump. You know what I'm saying? They not at the awards ready to kill a motherfucker because this motherfucker said something publicly about him on social media about him. You know, they don't wear their whole worth to a motherfucking show. They not trying to tell everybody you poor and I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? They not living like that. And I don't understand why we live like that. Why we have to make everybody feel less than so we can feel better. You know what I mean? That's what I'm starting to see a lot of. You niggas ain't shit and we the best. Nah, this is hip-hop. We all striving to be the best. We all striving to get the community right. We all striving to stop the drive-by and the senseless murders and the homies dying and the mamas crying. We all down, you know what I'm saying, to put it all together. That's the shit I'm on.
You know, I gotta say something too. Like, he mentioned I was from Riverside. I grew up in a neighborhood everybody gangbanged. I never gangbanged. And my name originally, what people called me was Danger. Because being white, but knowing both sides of the world, I was dangerous. But I'm going to tell you right now, I knew some of the hardest people, even people that end up meeting J-Dee when he was locked up. They kept me out of everything because they knew you either going to get life 6 feet under or you're going to get life behind bars. Either way, your life is gone. And how he said, you know, we're supposed to get the bag from hip-hop, not become crazier gang members. Like, we was doing it to not have to bang anymore. Like, oh, my, you know, here's illegal money. Let me fill out a 1099. Let me be a self-contractor with music. Let me tour this world and have to pay a shitload of taxes to show motherfuckers that I ain't, you know, robbing banks or gangbanging or this and that. And I think that's a huge point that some of this younger generation doesn't see. There was, like, the only option back then was to rap. You know, the only option was to try to do something in music to get some legal money. And they even tried to shut that down. You know what I'm saying? I think they said when South Central and Compton and all that started with, you know, the banks were giving people, white people, $10,000, $20,000 loans to get houses. Them houses are over $500,000 right now. All the black people were denied of that. So there's a generation wealth gap that's always been there that hip-hop was a must. We have to do something like this. And nowadays, a youngster can go on a computer and for $300 start his own business without having to go see a lawyer, without having to do this, and so there's so many more options now for that generational gap that it's amazing. It's like how much more ignorant the generation is. I mean,
which is a perfect segue.
J-Dee didn't choose to be a gang member, and this not to be generic. That's the environment he was in. You know, if I grew up and my mom and dad were a doctor, I'm probably going to be a fucking doctor.
That's true. Perfect segue for both of you because we want to hear this from both of you. And it was right on, and this is the most obvious. Social media, because it blew up over that time. Both of y'all, give us your takes on it. Go, please.
Social media is a platform to be any motherfucking thing you want to be. A nasty slut-ass motherfucking porn star or a preacher, bro. It does not matter. It does not matter. It is destroying the fabric of family. It has made everybody anti-social. I can say whatever I want to say. Don't answer my phone. Block you from my shit after I say it and say fuck you. You know, it's the weirdest shit in the world that I'm seeing. Now, it's the greatest marketing tool if you're using it right. It's the greatest avenue to promote motherfucking positive affirmations to everyone every day. It's a good motherfucking platform. Like I told Leslie, I've been in prison too long, 28 motherfucking years. Been through melees. I've been in riots. I've been in motherfucking fights with a bunch of motherfucking racial shit. I look to my left, it's the blood right there from Pacoima. I look to my right, it's the motherfucker from Swans from the east side. I look over across the way, it's the niggas from Compton Crip. I look to the right over here, it's the niggas from my neighborhood or from Foley. I can't get out of prison set tripping and promoting destruction and I'm from whoop-de-whoop and fuck you, and if I see you, I'm going to kill you on sight. I can't do that, bro. I can't add to a bunch of bullshit when for 28 years my life was and my back was protected by niggas who motherfuckers call enemies. They not enemies. Change the mindset. And that's what social media did. It changed the mindset of everybody and made them anti-social. Everybody rich. Everybody's best. Everything is on there. Everybody's most expensive. Everything is on there. Nobody told you I had a fucked up ass day today and I barely got groceries on the table and we ate macaroni and cheese out of a box and some motherfucking fish sticks. Ain't nobody put that on there. I bet they put that good trip that they took to Tulum to dock and smoke, but the bitch couldn't pay their rent.
Yeah. And yeah, and you know, yeah, and one thing about it, y'all, we've spoken on this so many times. You know, it's definitely something where social media is something that it allowed everybody to be anonymously, unanonymous, because people will say whatever they want to behind the safety of the keyboard, because what it did, like you said, Jay, and Dar, it basically cut the communication half, because we all come from an era of you had to interact with people. You know, when you saw family or friends you loved, you were in touch with them. You actually sat out together. You went out together. You know, if there was an enemy, you were saying, fuck him, we're going to handle it, and you had to handle it in the street. That's what it was. There won't no going to be that talking back and forth on a computer back there, because if you had to get busy with the brawling if there was a real beef. You know, and now everybody, there won't no talking. But now, like, you know, like Drake said, Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers, you know, or trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Now everybody is tough online. Everybody wants to give this impression that they're the biggest killer, or they're the biggest dope boy, they're the biggest boss, or they're the baddest bitch, you know, and they're all frauds, a lot of them. And it's brought about a depersonalization because people don't interact with each other like they used to. King and myself, you know, my brother, we're old-fashioned. We like to call people. We like to talk to y'all here. You know, if we'll hit y'all online and get y'all number, we'll chop it up. I mean, we want to stay as close to everybody as possible, and some people use social media as that barrier. And I think that's the one thing about it people have to understand. There's nothing like really, really being there, talking to people, going places, you know, just seeing things, you know, being yourself. That's what it all amounts to. Live your life. It's okay to be regular.
I like that. I like that too. You know what you're trying to hold on to, bro, is what's fleeting every motherfucking day, and that's humanity. You know what I mean? It's fleeting every motherfucking day. You know, and what they're doing is, bro, is trying to make us live in a virtual world, a metaverse, and all these different things that they're talking about right now. So the elite can deal with humanity, and us fucking subjects can deal with virtual reality. Because that's what they want us to do, live in gated communities, keep us closed the fuck off, keep us antisocial, keep everything at a nigga fingertips, and then you don't have to do nothing but say, hey, I did it. And, baby, go buy some new clothes. You're going to get dressed up and go to the front of the whatever, and then take pictures. That's all they doing, bro. It's just clout, it's cap, it's bullshit, it's floss. And one thing that I learned in 12 motherfucking months of being home, and I'm going to say this before we all end, is that imagery is big. If these motherfuckers see it, they'll buy it. And so I learned one thing about these millennials and this Generation Z is that if they see it, they will buy it. They have the largest disposable income of any motherfucking demographic of individuals in the United States. So I'm trying to sell them what the fuck they want, but I'm also trying to give them an alternative to something good. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to be pigeonholed and talk about that you giving your pussy a party and that motherfucker wet is this and that and that the nigga can't suck on the ass, he can't have no cash or whatever the fuck that sick shit they on. See, that's pornography on wax, bro, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm not with that. I'm not with my sisters degrading themselves like that. You know, Latifah said it 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Who you calling the bitch? You know? And now today, motherfucker tell you I'm the baddest motherfucking bitch with the wettest pussy and the nastiest head in the world, and be cool with that. How the fuck is that cool? You sick if that's cool, bro. If you copping that all day and that's cool, you sick. They desensitized. Ain't no intimacy. Ain't no motherfucking socialism. This ain't no motherfucking body social no more. They anti-social. If it's 5 bitches, they don't like the 6th one. Because her shoes ain't got a red bottom, and purse don't say this. But go to her motherfucking house. Her kids hungry as a motherfucker, the house nasty, and the refrigerator stank.
Don't get no realer than that. Also, too,
I'm just keeping it real, man. I say shit people think. That's why I love Blood and Crips. Because them niggas do shit people. Huh?
I said, we keep it buck over here, man. This is off the cuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, this
but it's real. But everything you said, Jay, is real. Now, also, too, now we still got a little bit of time. All right, so how music has been marketed now, because back in the day, And once again, we still hold on to the vestiges of tradition of the culture that raised us, and, you know, we're so honored to be ambassadors for. We still do physicals, tapes, CDs, you know, everything. And now a lot of people, they want to go online in terms of the streaming, you know, the downloads. I still like the idea of having a record in my hand where I can read producer credits, I can read lyrics, and just the fact, nigga, have you seen how much some of those records, going back to Ras Kass, dude, do you know how much Soul on Ice is going for right now on eBay, the cassette and the CD?
They ain't playing with that shit. This so digital shit gonna receive a motherfucking electronic magnetic pulse, and everybody else that got electricity or whatever gonna have a portable radio or something that play a tape with batteries and shit. You watch all this digital shit die, bro. They know what the fuck they doing. They know what the fuck they doing. They creating a paperless society, bro, so we can lose every motherfucking thing when they motherfucking ignite that EMP. That's why I want to get 1,000 motherfucking cassettes, 1,000 motherfucking CDs, and motherfucking 2,000 motherfucking pieces of vinyl. I've been talking to Lansky for 2 weeks about that shit. Lansky got 1,000 albums out. I don't know how he marketed that shit. Tell him, Lansky.
You know what? I just have to say, I don't. You know, and I think that's one of my things that, you know, we constantly trying to evolve and be better. I put out a bunch of music, and then I fill my plate with other stuff and don't get to do my own thing as far as marketing and this and that. But you know what? I'll say this: I do. You know, I have sometimes, but I'm inconsistent with it. You know, nowadays, hire a PR company. Hire somebody that doesn't even listen to hip hop, but needs to make bonuses by the numbers you get, and that's how you can get your shit marketed. You know, pay a publicist and pay a couple people to get you the placements, and they got a certain quota that they need to hit too to keep their job. And you know, you may not know them you'll know them by their first name because of the emails, and you know them by this, but it's not like somebody that also does hip hop videos and somebody that also trying to rap and somebody that has a clothing line. No, this is their job and what they do. And I've had great results by doing that. You know, shit, I did an album a couple years ago with my homie E, the Mad Assassin. We was on the homepage of fucking Hip Hop DX for over a week. You know what I mean? And that's really the simplicity of it. You know, hire a professional. You know, you don't have to set up meetings in control room or, you know, boardrooms anymore. You know, you need you know, graphics done for your cover. Boom, go to Fiverr. You need an animation. Boom, go to Fiverr. You need to start a business, LLC, DBA. Boom, go to LegalZoom. You need a PR company. Google music, public relations, or PR company. Publicist. Boom, boom, boom. Google that shit. Do the information and get your music out there. But I will say, I really pack my plate sometimes so full that when I drop the album, I might not even post it, but it's up there getting listened to.
And that's crazy. Because he constantly put out music. So that is my thing, you know. I got a laptop for my birthday that Lansky then bought. I'm about to put together, I got the Logic motherfucking, you know, software program. Well, I'm about to learn everything I could possibly learn. I mean, I learned a lot in 1 year. So imagine if I immerse myself in this shit, stay in my own lane, leave these suckers alone, you know what I'm saying, and let these hyenas have the motherfucking jungle. You feel me? I don't want nothing out the jungle. I don't want no foreign whips and no foreign bitches. I don't need none of that shit. I got a beautiful wife, bro, beautiful children, and a simple-ass life. I just like good West Coast motherfucking hip-hop. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm a West Coast nigga, and I'm going to keep it a buck. I know everything there is to know, from Teddy Ted and the Awesome 2 to motherfucker that just dropped today. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me. What I love is what I love, and that's good fucking West Coast music, because that's the shit that touched me, bro. That's the shit that touched me. I listened for 22 years. The South dominate, bro. I watched unification of the South. I saw a business model take place in the South. I said, if a nigga copy this, we'll be rich. And it's just simply based on unification of getting the project done. They don't have to like each other to get the project done, and they don't have to kill each other to get the project done. Let's get the motherfucking money and show one global front of the South, and then independently and individually, everybody ate. Collectively, them niggas made history. You feel me? Come on, man.
Yep.
Use the motherfucking model, bro. Don't hate on niggas. I don't hate on them niggas, bro. Fat Joe tearing up motherfucking Wendy Williams show with Remy Ma. Them niggas out the projects dumping headlines.
Joey Cracker.
How you gonna hate on that evolution?
He's a household name. Yeah, I mean, he's a household name.
Fucking right. How you gonna hate on them niggas? You can't hate on that. You can't hate on that, bro. You can't hate on evolution because they evolved the correct way to do it, to reinvest, and to do it positively. They come up out the projects and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trinity Air. You feel me? They come out the building selling black. They got the Wendy Williams show on the last motherfucking breath of that motherfucker. But they got it. So the next thing that they do, they got a reference point. The niggas is brilliant. Remy Ma got out the pen. They blessed her. You know what I'm saying? They blessed her. That's New York. Show up, New York.
You know what, guys?
You know what
check
I'm
this. Check this. It goes like this, y'all.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Straight like that.
Straight up.
I mean,
so how disrespectful would that be to the people who invested in me for me to get out of prison the same motherfucking way I went and to go do the same motherfucking shit that got the same motherfucking results? Yesterday's price is not today's price, period. Joe said it when them niggas got creamed on the stage by them locks niggas, and he meant that shit. And Dialensky said it loud and clear the first night we got up in there. We don't fucking sell chicken. We don't work at a grocery store. We don't work for a law firm. And we don't work at a car lot. We make music. Nigga, make a song every day. So I got shit, bro. I got shit because this motherfucker gave me a different perspective and he reinforced the work ethic that I already have. So guess what? I salute every nigga in hip-hop because the winner in this shit is hip-hop. We can't talk about Bloods and Crips infusing their gangs and their stories in their music, because if you go from Compton all the way to motherfucking Calabasas and from Calabasas to Red Hook, Brooklyn, you're going to run into some Bloods and Crips. So you can't say nothing about it. That's the life. That's the culture. That's what we a part of. Now, do I promote destruction and killing each other? Nah, I don't do that. Because I know what it looked like in the penitentiary when you up against 3 different races of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no way I can look at a Blood or a Crip with a funny look in my face, bro. I just can't do it. I can't talk down on them. I can't badmouth them. I'm an ex-Crip. I'm an ex-Crip, bro, with a bunch of love from a bunch of Bloods. You understand what I'm saying? So I know what it looked like to be up against 3 races of motherfuckers, and the only motherfucker you got to depend on is a Pyru from Pacoima and a motherfucking Blood from the east side. You know, I know what that looked like. I'm not going to make no mistake about that. So to get out and sit back and shit on their efforts, nah, I ain't going to do that. But I'm not going to swing through the city with a blicky on my hip, nigga, talk about where you from, cuz. Get your bitch ass up out of here. I'm not finna live like that, bro. You can go where the fuck you want to go. Leave me, my wife, and my kids alone, and you probably won't get your shit split in half. Other than that, I'm not finna say nothing negative about the way I live because it got me to where I am. I wish they wouldn't do it and would listen to what we sharing with them. That's why when you hear J-Dee's revenge, success is my revenge. It ain't about the dollar signs, bro. Fuck the plaque on the wall. That plaque on the wall didn't buy me shit in prison. It's about what's in you, not what's on you. That's what success is. It's about what's in you, not what's on you. It's having balance every morning that you wake up. Like Lil J from Rapper Live said, every morning the nigga get up. You got a choice and a chance, nigga. Do the right thing with it. Dialensky gave me a chance. So you know what I did? I made the right choice with that motherfucker. And made 2 motherfucking projects, Volume 1 and Volume 2. J-Dee's Revenge. Success is My Revenge is Volume 1. Get ready. That shit gonna give you a ride. It's something for everybody in it. It's not one-dimensional. It starts off dark, but it ends with a little light, bro. But it ends with a glow.
I mean, to hear
it like that.
I mean,
it is. I was saying with a lot of light. It ends with a glow.
And from both of y'all's combined imaginations with the ideas, you have the ultimate illumination. Because that's the infinite possibilities. It showed that even, like I said, you know, we all come from something we all have a beginning and we're all going to have an end, but it's about what we all believe in individually that makes us like minds, that bring us together as a collective and a culture. We're just sitting in a moment and we're just enjoying all of this because we know what you went through, but you didn't let it break you. Dyer, there are not enough great things we can say about you because you've been down with us since day one. And for what you and J-Dee have put together with this project is something that the culture needs, and you both are not only contributors, you're essential. You both are needed for this. We need you. The culture needs you. We all need you with what you all have to bring.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell it like this. J-Dee gives me over there, giving me a lot more credit than I deserve a little bit because he knew what he wanted to do, needed to do, had to do, all that shit when he came out, whether I saw him or talked to him or knew him or not. One thing about J-Dee, he's going to find a way to get it done. That's him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I'll say this. We had lunch the other day, and I was like, yo. And Sis asked me about the album. You excited? You nervous? I'm like, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I said, but look, what it all boils down to is I got to make history on 420. I got to establish something with my brother that literally will be scribed in the hands of time forever. J-Dee's first solo album after almost 29 years in prison, I got to have both my hands all the way into. I was able to make history on 420, and I don't want that to go overlooked because that's exactly what the fuck we did.
You hear that? Well, how the fuck you follow that? My wife clapping to that shit, man. How you follow that? You know what I mean? This motherfucker in California, I'm in motherfucking Las Vegas. He talking about we had lunch the other day. You know what I'm saying? So the niggas is like, well, where that nigga at? You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there saying to myself, it couldn't even happen without that motherfucker, bro. You know how you know where you want to go, but you don't have no ride there? I knew where I wanted to go, but that motherfucker gave me the ride there. So how you going to argue with that? From day one, I hit the Coin Academy. It's hot in the motherfucker. Mac told me straight up, this your home, homeboy. Welcome home. Lansky say, yo, we going to shoot the podcast. Then we going to shoot upstairs and motherfucking record a song. I'm like, whoa, look at this place. Look what they opened up for me. What you want to sip on? Champagne? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck to ask for. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking fascinated. But listen to what he said. His bucket list shit, I got to knock out an album with my brother. I got my feet, my hands, my vocals, and everything in this shit. Man, I can't make this shit up, bro. What the fuck do I care about making $1 million, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million? I don't care about that shit. I was able to do what George Jackson said. Only two motherfucking men, two types of men that emerged from prison. The broken and the strong. And y'all gonna bear witness to the strength, bro. Because I went in that motherfucker without the ability to accept myself being a convicted murderer. You ain't caught me for what I did. You convicted me for some shit I didn't do. So I figured that the 28 years is for the shit that I did do. You feel me? So you really never get away from your shit, bro. So I don't come out here with the mindset that I'm going to find a way to get over on Lansky. I'm going to fuck over Ice Cube if I get the chance. Or I'm going to talk bad about the Bloods and the Crips if the opportunity comes, because I want to be this black activist motherfucker talking this and that matters shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that because I'm not looking for clout. I'm not piggybacking off of nobody. I sincerely want to be a contributing citizen to this motherfucking machine that we out here fucking with. That way, can't nobody say that I shitted on my second chance. You feel me?
I think Fort Knox might go bankrupt because all the jewels that y'all drop, y'all are worth way more than any bank, any vault, any jewelry store. I mean, you both have come with the priceless philosophy that is invaluable. I mean, this is spoken from two people, who's a proven veteran in the streets and in the lyrics, and one who's just as proficient in producing. I mean, it's kind of hard to follow it up. They call, King, everybody calls me T-Max with the facts, but even I get at a loss for words, because this is beautiful. This is what it's all about in terms of everybody coming together with it. Who else would you, you've mentioned everybody you've worked with, y'all. Who else is out there y'all haven't worked with, y'all hoping to get in touch with?
I swear, I don't know who Lansky want, but I got two motherfuckers I'm down to work with, bro. I want to do a song. I want to do a song with The Game, CJ Mack, and Mac 10. I'm already doing a song right now with Ice Cube and Dub C. You know what I'm saying? And my bucket list last motherfucking song that I gotta record before he leave this earth, when I leave this earth, is my greatest rapper of all time, Brad Jordan. Scarface. DJ Action from South Acres, Houston, Texas. Don't bullshit, bro. Don't bullshit with my nigga right there, man.
We gotta make some phone calls. We gotta.
Hey man, I got
grab it out of the hat. We gotta make that happen.
You know what? I'll
get in contact.
I'll say this. Mm-hmm. God, I've been so blessed to work with so many fucking people. It's been like such an incredible journey. But if I were to say before I leave this earth, of course everybody wants a song with Rakim and Big Daddy Can't Care, you know what I mean, and shit like that. But I think my ultimate plateau, oh my God, I did it song, is I want to do a song like Wu-Tang would do, but with everybody that's alive from Boot Camp Click. From Black
you always
Moon
say that, bro. You always say that.
I'm telling you. To
you
the
always
representatives,
say that. You always say that. You always say that. When I was fucking drinking one night, fucking water, and you was on the night Heineken, and we was smoking weed in the studio, you said, if I ever get a chance, J-Dee, it's gonna be BCC. That's crazy. You I hope you get that, bro. You deserve that. Because I swear to God, if I get fucking a song with Brad Jordan, I ain't got to make no music no more. I'm done. Fuck this shit. I ain't bullshitting. I get one song with Scarface, I'm going to pour my whole life in that motherfucker. He going to get a verse and I'm going to get a verse.
I used to say, shit, if I could do a track with Ras Kass or Yuck Mouth or something like that, I'll be straight. But I've done that a few times now, so I gotta really reach out for it. And, you know what I mean? But just like how Wu-Tang would do, be like Capadonna and Meth and everybody on the same song. I just want everybody from BCC, man.
That's crazy. That's dope.
Yeah, the universe is gonna connect us, man. And who knows? They might, because we had people that were a part of or down with rap a lot on our show. So who knows? They might listen in. They want that connection. Just don't know how the universe works.
Well, what I want to say to you and the universe is that hip-hop is about to make a resurgence of every element of the culture that a lot of people have ignored over the years. And the graffiti art, the DJing, you know what I'm saying, the pop locking and the motherfucking dancing. It's all finna show up this summer. Don't be surprised. Shout out to all my niggas running that drill music. But we're not going to keep killing each other. We don't have to kill each other. It's enough money out here. So we ain't got to keep killing each other and watch everybody around us get rich. It ain't got to be 3-4 rich motherfuckers from the ghetto. We all can have some bread, bro. We got to change the mentality and the mindset. You understand what I'm saying? And we're going to do that this summer. We're going to bring hip-hop to W. Guy Lansky got a motherfucking MOB, music over bullets. That's what we're going to do this summer. Music over bullets, man. We don't need a bloody summer. Let everybody party, ball, have fun, take care of your family, your responsibilities, and let the culture thrive. So you can hit the motherfucking concert. You can hit the outdoor festival. You can hit the Taco Whoop Wop. You can go to everything that go on from Philly to Pasadena. You feel me? And you ain't got to air out the block. You ain't got to keep pulling up and kill everybody on that street. Country music ain't doing that. Rock music ain't doing that. R&B ain't doing that. Alternative music ain't doing that. Ain't no other genre of motherfucking music pulling up on the block and killing everybody in the name of hip-hop. Talking about I got shooters that'll go. We don't need that no more, bro. We need to save our motherfucking families.
Yep. And you know what? And I'll never forget this. When I was young and, like, my uncles were running wild, and I'd hear them parents say this, and I'd be like, oh, that's kind of crazy, but never understood it. We're at a time in our life now where the people we grew up with or grew up listening to are dying naturally because it's getting about that time. So we don't need help on getting more people, you know what I'm saying, dying. We're coming to the age in our generation where the people we grew up with are getting old, and I guess they would say convalesce. You know what I mean? And also, J-Dee and my wife and sis, just got at me too. Health is wealth. Without gangbanging, we still got to take care of our mind and body. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucking
period.
Right. Motherfucking right. Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. Like I told you, I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking money. I don't need all of that. You give us something nice and something comfortable that belongs to us and that's ours. We don't need no. We don't need no fancy shit. We don't want no foreign, all of this and that, and want to jump out of Bentley trucks and my wife got a $500,000 truck and a $40,000 bag, and now my wife got a bullseye on her ass. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that shit. We don't want to live like that. But what we want to do is, we don't know motherfucking people that's 84 and 85 no more, bro. I was telling my wife today, like, your mother's the only person I know, that I could go to and just really trip off the old days. Because everybody else is my motherfucking age or younger, and they kind of don't care. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to, like, talk about Cab Calloway, or you want to talk about, Dizzy Gillespie, you want to talk about Larry Parker, you can't go talk to no motherfucking body today, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I can text moms in the morning and say, good morning, mama. I hope you have a beautiful day. Hey, you ever remember Cab Calloway song? Or you remember motherfucking whoop, 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 that Take the A-Train? And she was like, well, how you know about that? That's the only person you can tap into that. So we don't take care of that, bro, like other motherfucking genres of music do. And see, that's my thing right there. I don't give a fuck about being famous or being a nigga who walked down 28. What I want to do is show people that the structure of family and the longevity of family begins with you remembering where the fuck you came from. You don't have to give them everything that you earn. Just remember where the fuck you came from. So when you keep moving forward and you leave your seed behind, you can leave some of the traditions and the values from the motherfuckers you came from with your kid. And now your kid ain't no fucking zombie virtual reality motherfucker who killed the daddy because the daddy took the phone from him.
One thing about
I'll say to this. I think
go ahead.
One of the big argument but the big thing I think with the generational, the generational gap that bugs me is that I just, and this ties on what J-Dee just said, I just want them to care about what they're doing. It's not my job to tell them what type of music they should be doing. Art is art. Picasso looks fucked up to me, but I understand the art and why it's valuable. But just care about what you're doing. And it's going to show, even if it's not a song I like, an album I like, or whatever that I like, you're still doing it and you care and you're putting your all. Don't just get a laptop and a microphone and record some YouTube beat and throw it out there like you're a baller and you don't give a fuck about the art. And that's what bugs me.
And that's fucked up, because if I ain't got 100 pounds from Pepe now, and I ain't got a motherfucking 100 birds, then, man, get your broke ass out of here, broke boy. You know what I'm saying? We on the block like this, broke boy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm understanding myself like, bro, I don't want to be rich on the block. I don't want to be on the block rich. I don't want to be that. But what I want you to do is understand that you ain't got to die on the block. You ain't got to finish your life on the block. That's where you started at, my nigga. So you ain't got to finish your life on the block. Once you go somewhere else and tell the block that it's somewhere else better than that, and then when everybody leave the block, all y'all put y'all money together and buy the whole motherfucking block up. Buy the block up. You can't sell nothing over here. You can't sell nothing over here if it ain't good game. If it ain't good game, you can't sell nothing over here, because we ain't finna kill everybody off with these pills and this syrup and this shit that these motherfuckers is giving us bags and gallons of, bro. Fuck that drug, bro. Smoke some weed. Smoke some weed. That shit ain't gonna make you rob nobody and fall asleep at the wheel. Leave that bullshit alone. Quit killing your brother and sister. Fuck that PPP money. You know?
Right, Green, man. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that PCP or that wet.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck that, bro. You know, so if you fuck with all these drugs, you're not thinking right. If somebody say something wrong to you, you automatically offended. And if they remind you of somebody who fucked over you from your past, now you ready to kill him because you can't catch the motherfucker who did it to you. Now they like, fuck you, like, blah. Now you done. Because the motherfucker said, damn, bro, can you watch that bastard? What you say, nigga? Now it's just over with. It's death on the spot. We the only motherfuckers that do that. I don't understand that, bro. I don't get that. So you got to stay on defense all day and whip your shit out and be like, look, if this nigga get out of pocket, I'm going to blow a hole in him. So they look at you and be like, well, I don't leave this nigga alone. But at the same time, bro, if I offend my brother, why does he have to murder me? Or why do I have to murder him? If you say, like, hey, man, that bag ain't real, on social media, motherfuckers said, nigga, when I see you, it's on, bitch ass nigga. I ain't gonna talk about something mine real, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got me fucked up, bitch ass nigga. Now we disrespecting each other publicly. Because the motherfucker said that bag didn't look real. So you know what I do? I don't talk about nobody on social media. I tell people every day how good the Heavenly Father is. I tell people every day, sometimes you can't share your joy. I tell people every day what they mean to me and what they should mean to themselves. And then I thank my partners every time that we all involved in something like Di Lansky and my boy Big Dre for Forever Rolling was this past Saturday at B-Real's Dr. Green Thumb dispensary open in the LAX area. That was big. That was big for me. And I wanted to pay homage to my boy.
I'm going to tell you what else is big too, Jay, because in addition to your release, shout out to X-Rated who got out. You know, I mean, so it's two legends. You know, y'all are both back on the. I mean, you both are back. And it shows that it's like you said, where as long as you're alive, there is still, you know, there's still goals to attain. There's still a marathon that you strive to be victorious in. Before we close, mental health in the industry. How important is it for artists to understand that before anything, you have to take care of yourself psychologically, because this is a grueling. This shit ain't for the weak in terms of what it's going to take out of you from what you put into it. And we've seen a lot of artists over the years, you know, either suicide or murder because they just got out there talking crazy, or they just mentally couldn't take care of themselves. How important is that to maintain knowledge of self and to always keep a good regimen of positivity and spirituality?
I'm going to say this briefly, real quick. Mental discipline is mandatory. And you talk about mental health inside of hip-hop. The mental health inside of hip-hop has to be addressed immediately, because if you have one motherfucker who suffered from trauma, childhood trauma or young adult trauma that has never been addressed, and I don't mean to sound like a fucking clinician, but if you fucking suffer from trauma as a child that has never fucking been addressed, that motherfucking trauma is going to manifest itself into your adult problems. And if you start being one of them killer-ass niggas that's promoting killing, then what you're doing is being one of them hurt motherfuckers who loving hurt motherfuckers, and then let it catch on to a bunch of motherfuckers who didn't address their childhood trauma. You're going to get a pack of motherfuckers who are angry and mad. So mental health, the child molestation, the rape, the motherfucking abandonment, the motherfucking abuse, the neglect, it all has to be addressed before lifers get out of prison. You have to be able to talk about that to a parole board and understand that the choices that you made had nothing to do with the people who raised you. They were based on choices and decisions. So now we have to bring that to the attention of these motherfuckers out here who think just killing each other is the answer. And it's not the answer. They need the Most High in their life. They need balance in their life. But in order to achieve that, and I'm going to give it to Lansky, is that you got to address the childhood trauma and the young adult trauma first. Or you're not going to have a healthy rapper rapping to you.
That's real. Dyer, go, please.
mental health is such a crazy conversation because I feel like what J-Dee said, childhood drama amounts to so much when you're adult and you have kids. You obviously be man like I can't raise my kids like I was raised in this and that, but then part of it is too that part of it's still instilled in you, you know what I mean, and it made you the person you are. So it's like, how wrong, was the things we thought were wrong as kids. As adults, you're like, actually, that wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? But I'll say this. I was homeless at a very young age. And I have a state of mind that I don't let stress get to me. Like, it is what it is. I mean, it really is. And my wife comes from a standpoint and was raised to stress about stressing and the stress that you're stressing, so you're stressed out about stressing. And I try to instill in her, like, look, we can only change so much in this world. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff that you cannot change, you have to let go because it's going to weigh you down. It's just going to wear you out. And I think a lot of mental health, not for everybody, for some people, obviously, comes from just not letting go of the baggage that you don't want to hold on to anyways. And I've been able to do that. I've been able to do that because when I was homeless, I really had to be like, fuck, I can't do anything about it. I can't do that. I felt so out of control. It was just when things get really hectic, it's like, wow, I'm going to be all good,
Well, I like your honesty, bro. And the reason why you were able to get that testimony so openly and honestly, bro, is because you addressed your motherfucking childhood trauma. You addressed the shit. You let go of what supposedly held on to. A lot of us still mad at motherfuckers that pissed us off 30 years ago, bro. And some of the people are dead or gone or don't even know you still mad at them. So you can't walk around like that, bro, with motherfucker that kind of anchor held to you all day. It is emotionally draining. And like you said, don't stress over shit. Don't stress over shit. But the thing is this, in order for hip-hop to remain healthy, and hip-hop can stay aggressive, don't get it twisted, public. I air a motherfucker out over fucking with me, my wife, and my family. You know what I'm saying? But I will not air you out over you offending me or saying something disrespectful. That's not going to happen. Because I'm not triggered by what used to piss me off when I was little. You know what I'm saying? And I thought like a little dude. So you're not going to be able to get out of me what you got out of me years ago by words. Your actions are going to determine what the fuck happened to you from me. You feel me? So I don't let trauma dictate how my music is coming out. I don't let trauma afflict me. Now, if I have to tell a story, then I'll put it in the story perspective so I can tell that story. But walking around this grudgy, angry, old-ass motherfucker who did 28 years feeling the game owe me? No. And before I close, because it's time to, I'm going to tell you like this. Ice Cube told me this shit the other day. Keep living in the motherfucking future and watch how much motherfucking anxiety you stuck with every day. Keep living in the motherfucking past. Watch how much motherfucking depression stay above your head like a dark cloud. But if you live every motherfucking day to a grand rising and make it more than just waking the fuck up, and guess what? Every motherfucking day will be a gift because it'll be lived in the present. Now, that's deep, my nigga. I love that nigga Ice Cube for saying that. That nigga don't have to give me shit else. You don't have to give me no more advice. We ain't got to do one song again. But to tell a motherfucker that, bro, you get to shed a lot of motherfucking shit. What's going to happen today is going to happen today. I ain't worried about tomorrow. Or fuck yesterday. That's why they gave me a rearview mirror. Peace.
Definitely.
Peace. And on that note, peace. Because my wife looked at me like, nigga, it's 8 o'clock.
Look, tell your wife thank you so much. Tell your wife thank you so much for y'all coming on. Jay, Dyer, family, this is always a pleasure. We got to do this again sometime.
We'll do it at the next EP, baby.
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that the next EP. And before I go, let me say this. I want to say thank you to Don Lansky. I want to say thank you to Macca and the Coin Academy up there in Pasadena. I want to give a major shout-out to Pyro Flow Music, my nigga Kurt Dog. All them dudes facilitated these places for me. And a major, major shout-out to The Chill at the Boondocks and Corrupt for being motherfucking young brothers who wanted to see a motherfucker really win. So their input will never, ever, go unnoticed. And a shout-out to my nigga Ice Cube for always keeping the lane open and possibilities for nigga to work in the future. You feel me? And that's just being real.
That's what it is, man. We're going to leave on that note. So see us again this week. We thank you once again for joining us, man. It's always been a privilege to build with us. We're happy that you're home. And let people know where they can find you on any of the social media handles and where to find that album.
Okay, you can catch me at J-Dee Lynch Mob on Twitter. You can catch me at J-Dee is free on Instagram and J-Dee Cooper on Facebook. And J-Dee's Revenge, Success is My Revenge, Volume 1, is going to be released on all streaming platforms 2022. And I want to thank Off the Cuff Radio for always being real brothers from the penitentiary to the streets. Much love from the Cooper family.
Always.
Yeah, that.
On that note, we out. Much love to y'all, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Keep that bird soaring in the sky, man.
Appreciate y'all, man, like always.
All right. Love y'all, man. Peace.
Love you too, man. Thank you so much. And we out.